All right, so today we are going to take a look and see how much my M1 Finance dividend portfolio paid me out for the month of August. Now, of course, it's not M1 Finance paying me, it's these dividend stocks that I purchased. So without wasting too much of your time, let's go ahead and jump onto my portfolio, see how we're doing, and see which companies paid me out. So here we are on my M1 Finance portfolio. This is what I personally use for creating dividends. I'll have a link down below if you want to check them out as well. So I currently have a value of $11,872 in this portfolio. I'm up almost $1,900 in the lifetime of this fund, which is fantastic. That's money weighted returns, which means whether I bought or sold. And currently in my overall holdings, you can see my unrealized gains, which is almost $1,400. So just super stoked and super happy about all of this. I currently have auto invest on right now. So anything that I have in this account over $25 just automatically gets reinvested. I haven't quite gotten there yet where I've made a $25 lump sum in dividends to be auto invested, but that is definitely one of my goals. Now let's go ahead and just kind of look at the overall portfolio really quick to see. I personally have a bunch of different slices here. You can see like my tech, growth, financials, retail, all of this stuff. So just as far as an overall, because I'm in my all right now, it looks like you can see here which ones are doing really well versus the ones that maybe are not doing as much. But you know what? That's why we diversify. We have a couple stocks here in the tech getting us $487. Our growth is already doing pretty stellar at $457. We got $185 growth in financials. Retail, we're at $235. This Vanguard fund right here, I just switched over from Vanguard VOO to VOOG. So that's why it's only showing a negative $1.30, but I've gained over I think $400 before I did the transition. And then the rest of them are looking good. So everything is in the positive, so I'm pretty happy about that. But let's take a look and see how we did with our dividends. So if I switch over here, I already have this all nicely set up, just for you guys, makes this a little easier. So we can see how much we made in dividends for this month. So if we start here at the bottom, on August 3rd was my first paycheck in the month with AT&T, a nice whopping $9.85. That is really, really good. Then we had Apple quite a bit later, which was 10 days later on August 13th. They paid us out $1.68. Which is fantastic. And then next up, we have the very next day, we had quite a few deposits. So it was really nice, getting these paychecks all at once. So we have on the 14th from AbbVie, we got $1.95 into that. On the 14th as well, we had Ally Financials at $2.09. We had Costco at a whopping 38 cents. I definitely have them more for the growth portion of this stuff versus the actual dividend payouts. One thing that I don't think I mentioned too many times is that as much as I love getting paid out dividends, I do also pay attention to growth stocks. I do also pay attention to the dividend paying companies that maybe don't have a high dividend yield, but their dividend increases substantially every single year. So the percentage will definitely start going up even more, which just essentially means more bang for my buck down the road. And then we can see here, we have Realty Income, which is my monthly dividend paying stock at $1.93. And then on the 17th, we got paid out from Hasbro at $1.69. And then on the 17th as well, from Procter & Gamble, we got paid out $1.14. And then lastly, on the 21st of August, from Starbucks, we got paid out $1.10. Now, I have a dividend tracker that I utilize myself and I've created right over here. So you can see that for the overall month of August, we got paid out $21.81. Now that is actually fantastic because it is the highest month ever, and it's not even technically the third month in a quarter, which is usually the highest. So getting that amount of money right now is looking really good. If you look at August of 2019, we only made a whopping quarter in that time frame. So that's a huge increase from the year prior. If we look in comparison to the second month in the last quarter, we made $7.52 versus the $21.81. So a comparison just from the last quarter, second month to this quarter, second month, I mean, that is threefold right there, which is so great. And then if we go down here, we can look at the quarter for Q3. We are at $33.21 overall, which is of course already, without the last month in there, the highest dividend paying month. And that brings our whopping total for 2020 so far at $66.72, which of course I am reinvesting all of that back into the portfolio to start working even more for me, so that way this stuff can keep growing. My big goal of course is to get to over $1,000 a month in dividend payout. I want to personally get that over the next couple of years, just so that way I have that extra income. If you do like this, by the way, this dividend tracker right over here, oh, look at him run. Right over here, this dividend tracker, I do have it entirely for free in the show notes down below. You guys can check that out. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just there for you to be able to utilize. But if you did want to go through and support the channel, I will also have a link down below for anyone who has student loans with high interest rates. You can lower your student loan interest rates to save even more money, which then can help you invest more into the market or pay off debt or anything else you want to do. The nice thing is that link down below not only supports the channel, but you get a nice little kickback as well. But what we can do is also look and see how everything else is going, because not only do I have M1 Finance, I do also have Robinhood as an investing portfolio. I actually made $0 in dividends this month, unfortunately, from Robinhood, but that's not necessarily a big deal because I do mainly focus on growth on this portfolio, so I don't really care about the dividends on this side. And then I also have a Vanguard portfolio right over here. Now, this is my retirement account, and I'm putting in 0 as well for August because I only get paid out once a quarter with this, with the funds I have in here. You could see back in June, I got paid out $201. So I'm expecting September to have the payout there, and hopefully it's a nice, healthy amount. So this account is, again, for my retirement, but overall, it's really cool to see this growing. Having everything else go together, because I can go to my total dividends here, which is another tab I have. So I can see with all of my accounts combined together for 2020 so far, I've made $439.73 in dividends across the board with all of my investing portfolios, which makes me honestly super happy and excited to see these kind of results happening, because it's been a long time me just focusing in on, investing in these companies for the long term and yielding these results. And I know that only going to keep getting bigger as I keep investing, as I keep reinvesting and going through this process. So I hope you are following along as well and going through your investing journey. Let me know down below how it's going for you, because I want to know how much you made in dividends for the month of August. Now, I want you to keep on watching more of my investing journey, so check out my next video right over here. My name is Dennis, and I'll see you in that next video.